What up, it's Casper. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the movie Transformers. Transformers is a 2007 film. It's rated PG-13 and it's 2 hours and 24 minutes. Directed by Michael Bay. During that time, the talk of the town was definitely Transformers coming out. I remember just seeing action figures and the toys and promotion literally everywhere you go for this movie. So rewatching this movie is nothing but nostalgic feel. But with the Transformer movies, I wanted to get back to like the first one. Don't really follow the comic book Transformers storyline. This is like my introduction to the Transformers world. The cartoons I didn't know about, just didn't really watch them and didn't really get into them at all. I wanted to get back to the Transformers movies because I haven't watched all of them. I see that Mark Wahlberg is in some of them, and that just kind of threw me off because I actually just know the Transformers movies with Shia LaBeouf. I seen clips floating around the internet with the craziest moments just to add the Michael Bay ending of how this movie ends, and I thought it was very funny because I forgot about that even happening in this movie and that song. Not only that, I forgot about the storyline as well. Like rewatching this one, there's a lot of moments where I forgot even happened. I forgot how funny at times this movie was and just how action-packed this movie, brought itself. It brings back a feeling knowing that when you first watched it, there was a lot of excitement going into watching that movie. And something that I felt right away was just being excited to rewatch these characters. I really enjoy how cool the sound effects are. When the movie started, I was just like, yes, this is why Transformers was super awesome. Universal Studios had its section for Transformers. I only went once to see the Transformers out there. When I saw them in person, that was super sick. That was like one of the coolest moments to actually see that in person, like staring at it and kind of remembering the fact that you only seen these characters in a movie. The sound effects in here is awesome. It projects really well. It has a really cool emphasis and it's just straight out badass. I really like how it just fits that vibe. The sound is awesome in this movie, from the Transformers transforming, from all the action scenes, crazy music score in the back whenever any moment's happening in this movie. Overall, just what you're watching in there is just exactly the feel that what you would want in this Transformers movie. Really glad that Michael Bay and the people behind the scenes on his team actually executed on this vision to the top tier degree. Insane while watching this movie how much moments you're put in where after the scene is over, you're like, that was really executed really well. Funny moments in here. There's a lot of moments as well with Shia LaBeouf's character where he's getting introduced to Bumblebee, where a lot of those moments are just well done in general. Very impressed on just the fact that people don't need to go and read the comic books to watch this movie and understand what's going on. This movie doesn't have a lot of Transformers involved, but the Transformers that they have in this movie are just enough to get the point across. You want to follow these characters. Even when the movie was over, you still wanted to see how they're living the life with the Transformers. You still wanted to see how these characters are still handling their overall everyday life. Very badass looks, where it's just the flow is just awesome. So one of the reasons why this movie holds up is because of Shia LaBeouf. Plays a character, Sam Witwicky. Character literally screams Transformers world, owning that character. From the beginning of him looking for a car to drive to getting introduced to Bumblebee, those were all anticipated moments. Very, very cool, very fun to see this acting performance by Shia LaBeouf. I think his acting in a lot of movies that I've seen is very phenomenal. He's really good at projecting character vibe. It's nothing cheesy in his acting with the Autobots. It's nothing cheesy with him with Megan Fox at all. The love side of it. Shia LaBeouf actually does a good job on putting out funny lines, putting out nervous vibes. Very good look on screen. Seeing clips of behind the scenes on how they made this movie happen, and then seeing how Shia LaBeouf was actually in game time mode to put out this performance, you can see it in the movie. It's just one of those things when you make a phenomenal movie like this, you can't wait to continue the storyline. You can't wait to see this character grow, see where he came from this movie. I think this was a unique watch for me because now the Transformers are adding different actors to the other movies in the future, but this right here, Shia LaBeouf, just gave me that character vibe of we can grow with this character. He's one of those actors that you would just want to work with in the future to continue this Transformers world. Megan Fox plays Michaela Baines. Since this was a rewatch, very insane to see how young she is in this movie. 2025, she looks young, very great still. And then when you see in this movie, you're like, wow, she actually is very, very young in there. She actually looks like a teenager in this movie, but it all makes sense and very insane as well to know that even during this time, there is people drooling over her. Her performance was something, I feel like this is where she was growing and getting used to the acting game. I think did fit that character vibe. Thank goodness there wasn't like an obvious cheesy crazy dumb moment with her where it's just like, you destroyed this movie. It made the movie flow as well because, you know, she did help the overall adventure. A lot of the other actors in this movie are just great additions to this whole flow of this movie. Great placement for all of them. They're all attention grabbing characters where it just creates that heart racing, action packed, crazy thrill type of vibe that you want in good action movies like this. You got Tyrese Gibson in here. He's one of the sergeants in here. Great job with his look. Never got upset whenever they showed him on screen. And that's with a lot of the other characters surrounding this movie. Parents of Shia LaBeouf in this movie is great addition. Great writing for them as well. Everyone's doing their thing. You can see dedication. The government people all had that government vibe. Good casting choices with them. John Turturro, very funny to see him on screen, and very funny how dedicated he is with his role as well. Steven Spielberg was involved in this movie as well. So you have big names. You have people who actually know how to make real good movies, especially like in this world. All their slow motions in here were just super good to look at. Camera angles in this movie ranging like crazy. Sometimes you saw like aerial views like you're watching like a police chase, and then you have very crispy close angles with these characters. Not everyone could handle a project like this. This is why movies like this are so successful, because you need that right director, you need the right actors. Phenomenal job overall with just the Transformers talk, the sound, the look. Camera angles once again are making all that look crispy, but this is a crispy Transformers movie. That's why I wanted to get back into it. After my watching Transformers out of 10, I'm gonna have to give this movie a 10 out of 10. That's my movie review for the movie Transformers. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.